Welcome to our week 11 post-game press conference. We got two guests for you guys. I know I've had some requests to make the press conference a little shorter, so you know, but we got Ankit and then we got Ravant, and Ankit's been long awaited, but let's get underway. All right, Ankit.
Let's lay the questions on me. Come on.
All right, first question.
Huh?
Coming into
No,
the week, coming into the week, your team was projected for 120 points. What went wrong out there?
I mean, do I need to tell you? You can go look at the box score yourself.
Oh yeah, let me first tell you all
But
what
you you,
happened.
you don't got to do all
I
that.
uh, so Ankit in week 11, he lost to Great Waller China for a score of
You don't need to
114
read
to
the
7
score. Okay.
114 to 71. He had 71 points. This is eighth loss in a row. He is 2-9 and in last place. All right.
To make matters worse, I'm in Ohio right now. Like
But,
like how
so
how
looking
bad
looking at
do I
your
run?
so looking at your game, you had Aaron Jones, he got hurt. Like your whole team dropped single digits except for your defense and your quarterback, who were both underwhelming as well.
Hey,
Well, your defense was
no.
good.
My defense, yeah, because I invested like 7 fab in them. They got the job done.
That game was so weird. The Giants
Yeah,
Commanders
they
game,
allowed that many points, but they had
but
9 sacks.
I can't believe they made Tommy DeVito look good.
Yeah,
Crazy
that's
world.
horrific. But all right, in terms of the team, what I can say is, yeah, I don't know what to say. It's all gone
All
wrong.
right,
So,
all right. Next question. You are in last place. The team above you is 2 games ahead with 3 games left in the season. Is there any
right.
hope for you to get out of the last place punishment?
Um, so personally, I'm thinking Corvette. Um, you know, maybe learn some K-pop dances.
Okay.
Uh, that's the current mindset right now. I got some people that are willing to help me. So I've already been in my bag. Uh, Alex, go. Can you do that?
I have to say that if you win the what's it called? If you win the consolation
Console.
bracket, that means you'll get out the punishment. Is
Wait.
there
So
like
who does the punishment then?
it'll be second to last place?
All right. Yeah.
So it could be
Okay.
me, it could be Kirk, it could be Joseph. I
I
think
would also like to say I'm playing my final 2 games are against TJ and Keshav, so there's absolutely no chance that I
yeah. I think
um
you'll be in last place for sure when it comes after week 14, which is the last week of the season. But
dude,
you
it's just like in my other league, like one of my other leagues, I'm 8-3, and I followed the same exact draft shot, dude, the same exact draft board. But the difference was I got CMC instead of Eckler in one of them. Mixon instead of Aaron Jones. Mixon is looking good. Um, I don't know, man. It's just how did it all go so wrong?
yeah.
I blame Ravant. I had a lot of trades set up in principle, and he just ruined them. All because he was listed as questionable on an injury report. God, fuck. Ravant, can you say
Anything
sorry?
you had to say? Yeah. Anything you had to say to that, Ravon?
Um,
Like I was about to fleece this man.
I never said I would do the trade even if he was healthy. I said that would if he wasn't healthy, there's no shot. So
Go fuck yourself.
Can we get some like some details about that trade?
yeah, it was at a point in time where I had Trevor Lawrence. He was doing horrendous. So it was the trade was I believe Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Jones for Trevor Lawrence, Brees Hall, and one other player. I think can't remember who.
Uh, Josh Palmer.
Josh Palmer. Yeah, basically another relevant player, but.
Okay.
Yeah, so Aaron Jones was questionable, and I was like, I needed a running back because Montgomery was hurt, and I didn't have another running back. So if Aaron Jones was not going to play, there was zero chance of us doing that trade. But even if
Oh
he
wait, no,
would play,
there was. Wait, no. It was gonna be no. Instead of no, it was Josh Palmer and someone else, and then we changed it to Ayuk.
are you serious?
Yeah, because I'd set up in principle a trade with Kirk to flip Ayuk and one of my other receivers for Tony Pollard at the time.
Holy shit! Thank God I didn't do that trade. Then what the fuck was that?
Yeah, dude, I was literally about to fleece, but then he was listed as questionable on an injury report. Man, I'm in a fantasy football press conference. I'm talking to some fantasy football people. I've lost 8 games in a row in fantasy football. Look at what you've done to me, dude. I gotta like tell people on this team that I've lost 8 games in a row.
They should all
Like-
know. They should
like-
all know.
But yeah, wait, are any of y'all good? Any of y'all like good at making TikTok dances?
I know. I don't dance. TikTok. I make TikTok down, man.
I'm about to be last place for fantasy league, and the last place point is gonna make a TikTok every day until I get 1,000 likes. So I'm gonna need your help.
Can you get 1,000 likes?
Yeah,
Get 1,000 likes?
yeah. See, the difference is I'm not Miles Kelly.
Likes, you don't have the eyes though. Likes is harder than views. Just say some shit about Amy.
No, they choose what I do every day. See,
You can suggest the dances as well. Like we're not gonna like choose for you. Like we're not gonna be like strict about it. Like you can choose what you want to do. Like and we can agree upon it.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna be a K-pop
yeah.
star.
But yeah, I gotta say this. This is back-to-back years for you finishing last place. I didn't even think that was possible. Like,
Hey, it's not
I
over
wanna
yet.
say, hey, I want to say at the trade deadline, you didn't think I feel like last year was just bad. This year, I like don't even know what it is.
okay, you know what? I'm gonna look through. I'm gonna look through your schedule. Look at the scores. A bird told me.
It's more that people couldn't perform at the same time.
All right, so you haven't dropped 100 points since week 8. You haven't dropped above 105 points since week 3.
Yeah, you got me, dude.
I think that's pretty bad. Like I don't know if people
Okay,
couldn't perform at the same
all
time.
right, at the trade deadline, like when you were going through your midlife crisis, you looked at my team and said like your team is fine, dude.
I did say that.
Like it did feel like horrible at the time. Like I thought okay, like at the end of the day, I'm one Jordan Addison catch away and one like Keenan Allen 1 yard like touchdown reception away from like being on 4 wins instead and being alive. Like, I've had some bad luck in prime time this year. Like yeah, I've underperformed, but like regression to the mean.
Okay, like on paper, your team isn't like it's not 2-9. You know what I mean? It's pretty bad, but it's not 2-9 on paper. You know what I mean? But paper is different from like Eckler and Jones have been terrible this season.
Yeah.
Godwin has been mid. You know what I mean? Like he has been like scoring like 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Let me check his average actually. Yeah, 11.6. Christian Kirk has been good, but no boom performances. He's just a guy that'll get you.
Brown has fallen off.
Yeah, Brown has fallen off. Yeah, Madison's been terrible. You don't have a tight end. Like I'm sorry, but Musgrave is not it. I mean,
and Mahomes has been bad too, honestly.
Yeah, Mahomes has not been bad. Okay,
It's just
you got any questions to ask, Ravant?
Yeah, so here's what I think. Here's what I think went wrong for you. So, I mean, obviously, you had some injury, like misfortune, right? Eckler got hurt, but I think the thing that you missed out on was trying to trade pieces when they had value and trying to up. I'm not sure. Maybe you did try and you just weren't able to get anything. But
I mean,
one of the main things like Zach Moss, for example, like he was doing really good, and although like he may not have gotten like anything premium, I feel like he's a player that like he even showed like the 1 week when Jonathan Taylor was still there, he was good, and I feel like at that point you could have tried to take advantage.
I tried, and no one wanted it.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I think also being branded as the terrorist doesn't help.
Mhm.
Being branded as the terrorist doesn't help. You know, the image. But you know, people still do it with TJ, I guess. So I don't know. Maybe I gotta build a better image over the off season. But I don't really want to do all that.
All right, I have a question. So obviously the punishment is doing TikTok dances. Do you have any sort of genre of dancing that you enjoy? There's like Bollywood, K-pop dances. You know, we have like
You
samba,
know,
Latino
me
dances.
me personally, I hate them all. But you know, I know a lot of people within the Asian community. At Friendsgiving, I shared my predicament, and they all were willing to help me. You know, all these like Korean women love twice or whoever the fuck they are. So I guess we're learning twice dances.
Oh, man.
You know, blessing in disguise. I'm saying.
If y'all new to the channel, Ankit finished last 2 years in a row. Comment if he should be in the league next year, or if he should not.
Wait, all
Like,
right.
should he get relegated or not?
To the veggie
All
league.
right, but wait. But what I would say is who provides like entertainment the way that I do.
That's fair. I'm not gonna
Honestly, it's a
say.
little disheartening. Like it
It
was
is
it was funny at the beginning, but now it's kind of sad to look at. I feel bad.
But just thinking,
I'm praying for
imagine
you
having
in your mental state, man.
I've been working on my
like what would it be if Gar was there? Like it just wouldn't be the same.
pulling up.
At least you have a new person at last place. Like,
Yeah, but like it wouldn't be. I feel like it wouldn't be as enjoyable.
that's fair. That's fair.
Like,
But no,
I feel like it's more enjoyable with me than Garb. You know, just because it's easier to dog on me. Huh? Hi, friend.
all right. You know, so I think do you have any more questions, Ravant? I don't think I have any more questions.
I guess just one other question. I don't know if you've been asked in another press conference. If you have, then we can skip it. But are you gonna reconsider anything in your draft strategy next year? Obviously, you had a clear strategy of going running back heavy, and that didn't pan out.
The things I'll look at for sure. I mean, like, it ended up being that like, I mean, I'm doing places, but just not this one. Like it just went wrong. Oh,
come on, man.
so yeah, I don't know.
Head to your drop off at 2639 Pecan Street.
Is it actually linked to the board of directors to lessen your flood insurance?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
What man? Say
That's
it.
actually a good question. I should have. Yeah, that's actually a good question, Ravant. Thank you for asking that.
It's definitely going to be an off-season evaluation.
There's no way this is bad, bro. This is crazy.
Wait, that's what I'm saying. I'm as shocked as you guys.
This might be as generational as Sparsh's back to back. That's what I'm thinking. Like this is
This is more. I think this is more. I think this is more.
Yeah.
Honestly. I think, bro, like Sparsh did get back to back, but like honestly, it's harder to finish last place 2 years in a row than to win the championship back to back. Because if you win a championship once, like at least you have like a formula, and you can put yourself in a position to like do it again. You know, it may not always go right. Of course, it's really hard to win this league, especially back to back. But if you get last place, like you're gonna have to change your strategy, and you're gonna have to think differently. And then the next year you get last place again. Like, how is that even possible? Like,
what I'll have to do is I'm gonna add in some AI to it for this next iteration.
ooh.
just watch football, bro. Like
Ironic coming from you, Rishi.
These running backs.
But
play Tony Pollard and Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I was first in our league wide until I decided to quit the league. So I don't want to hear it from you.
Not actually good, dude. That's so stupid.
Why was I in first place then?
Bro, like your team wasn't good. I promise you. Like,
Yeah,
you can't use this excuse.
I was first in another league. Like I was first in.
All right.
a separate
Yo,
other
so
league.
y'all know how he's a terrorist, really? He's probably lying, right?
Why does everyone call Ankit a terrorist? Like that shit got to be racist. Like
It is.
But those are all the questions we have for you, Ankit. Thank you for coming on here. We're gonna get our one-on-one meeting sooner than later. Once you get that last place, we're gonna have like a end of season discussion.
If I put AI into the model, will that be enough to save me?
I don't know, but all I gotta say is please beat TJ week 14. I think
that's my Super Bowl.
Yeah, lucky same, bro. I'm playing him this week, and that's literally like the game of my life. But
like, I just want to say, Sparks has also been exposed as Nick.
Yeah, he's been struggling. I think he might miss out on playoffs. There's a chance.
No, he definitely will. His team was never good to begin with.
Yeah. No, his team was good to begin with. Like it wasn't like it. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't like this bad. Like when he traded CD, like I think that was it.
Yeah, that hurt. I don't know why I traded for that stack.
Yeah. But
so
let's Ravon, pin yourself, and then we'll get right on there.
I probably have to dip, but y'all got it.
All right.
Yeah.
My phone is at 18%. So yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all.
All right, see you, man.
See ya.
All right, see you. All right. All right. So Bravant, your team is Slinky Binky 99. And you beat Lil Babies harder than ever, 127 to 125. You improved to 7-4, and you're now third place in the league. So, first question. Another matchup that came down to a Monday night football game. How stressful is fantasy football for you?
Starting off, or I guess I would say here's what I would say. If this was early in the year, I would have been stressing. I would have been losing my shit. And after that Devontae Smith catch, I would have like pooped my pants or something. I don't know. But I mean, clearly like there's been a damper to my team. We'll probably talk about it.
Yeah, that'll be the next question.
I've really lowered my expectations. It's been hard, and obviously like anything good that'll happen, I'll take it. And just if I lose, then I know that it wasn't meant to be, man. So
right.
yeah, I mean like earlier on the season there was, like you mentioned, against Ankith, there was a really close game, and that was really awesome to win, because previously my luck in this league has been kind of unlucky, at least from what I remember. I haven't been getting those wins, so getting these wins this year, it's a good sign, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's something from God. I don't know, but yeah.
All right. So next question. I mean, I think we had to ask this question. You lose Joe Burrow for the season. It affects it more than affects your quarterback position. It also affects Jamar Chase. What are the plans to fill that hole in your team?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's not a good option. Like, obviously, the trade deadline in our league is passed, so I can't make any trades. And the waiver wire is really thin at quarterback. It's gonna have to be a stream. I have some options in mind, but I mean, I'm just gonna have to play it week by week, see who's doing good. Probably based on matchups, I'm gonna have to pick quarterbacks. And like you mentioned, it not only does it affect my quarterback, it affects my number one player, Jamar Chase, and he's not gonna have anywhere near his ceiling. So, really, this is like a 1.5 injury. Like, it's not just one player, so it really sucks, man. It's probably one of the worst. That's probably the worst thing that could have happened. Because even if I got an injury to, for example, Chase or Brees Hall, I have like players on my bench, like Ivan Montgomery or something like that, I can replace with. But this is like a 1.5x injury, so it's really, really unfortunate. But yeah.
All right. You are in a good spot to be in the playoffs. You're 7-4. your team has gotten a hit, but do you think that there's? Let me see who you're playing. These last 3 games.
Pretty tough schedule.
Yeah. So yeah, so you're playing a Moog, Alvin, and Keshav. Three pretty good teams. You know, Keshav is really good. Moog has been really good this season. Alvin has won 3 games in a row. So do you think there's any chance for you to get that first round bye?
Honestly, with the way that TJ's, or is it top 2 seeds who get first round bye?
Yeah, top 2. Yeah.
Yeah, top 2. This week will be the deciding week. Obviously, like me and Amog, we're tied at 7-4. Whoever wins this week is really going to be primed to possibly take that spot away. We'll also have to see how Keshav's team does. He's dealing with some underperforming players, some injuries.
Yeah.
So we'll see how he bounces back. I mean, he still has a lot of good players on his team. So at this point, I feel like the 1 and 2 seeds are pretty much locked up. Even if, for example, even with Keshav, he has so many more points than like me or Mo that like it's going to be hard, even if you have a similar record, to overtake him. But yeah, I mean, at this point, like a week ago, my mindset was I feel like I'm a player to beat. I can be the team to beat. Like the talent on my team is really incredible. But now my mindset's changed. I just have to get into the playoffs, and then week by week, right? Anything can happen in fantasy football. If a player pops off or something, or I can maybe take away, like pull off an upset, and so we'll see what happens, man.
All right. So like your team, they performed pretty well these past 5 weeks. You're scoring 120 plus points these past 5 weeks, but we really haven't seen that boom performance. You had 170 in week 3 or week 4, I think, something like that.
180.
You had 180. Yeah, yeah, 176 in week 5. No, this is not you. Yeah, this is your team. Yeah, 176 in week 5. Do you think that we can see performance like that rest of the season? It's like a boom performance from your team.
170 might not be possible, but like I feel like a boom around like 150. Like honestly,
Like mainly I'm talking about like 135 plus. Something to like be writing the preview and recap. Like, something to be first
overall
highest scoring in the week. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I kind of have to say yes. I mean, I feel like even though with the Burrow and Chase being out, like it's gonna be tough. But I mean, obviously that's not really a priority. Like being number 1 overall scorer, I'm just trying to win every week. But
Yeah,
I think there's still enough potential firepower on my team to have like a really good week. But the issue for me now is that my floor is much lower. So without Burrow and without Chase having Burrow, the floor is a lot lower, and so I might be the one editing the press conference. We'll see.
yeah. I've never done that. I'm trying to do that. Really, I'll take that.
What, edit press conference?
Heading the press conference,
What?
especially like, I mean, just
If you win, if you're the lowest
Yeah.
one, right? Okay, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah,
I need to score points though.
yeah.
Let me think of another question. So who do you think? Who's the main threat to you in this league? Like, who do you think is the favorite to win this league at this point in the season?
I mean, realistically, there's only one answer.
Yeah,
I feel like, in my opinion, right now, I feel like there's only one answer. I mean, maybe you could say Keshav, maybe, but I mean, he's been struggling these last few weeks. Even though he won this week, he didn't drop 100 points. And I mean, he obviously had injuries, so that hurt him. But like, I mean, TJ's team is really good. So going back, the Christian McCaffrey trade really was a game changer because me and you obviously had talks about me potentially getting Christian McCaffrey, and if I got him instead of maybe TJ, things would be different possibly.
Yeah.
But I mean, Christian McCaffrey is just insane. He's a cheat code, right? Like he's like in a bad game, he's gonna drop 20, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So he has McCaffrey, CD's been going crazy. Amon-Ra is like top 5, I feel like right now, like these past few weeks. So
yeah, both those receivers are top 5 receivers.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra is number 6 right now, but I think the rest of the season, I think they're both top 5.
Yeah, for sure. He has like two pretty clear weak points though. Like Raheem
Yeah,
Mostert.
he does. Yeah,
If
and Amari
HN plays,
Cooper.
we'll see. Like Mostert's going to be kind of touchdown dependent. I feel like in my opinion.
Yeah,
And Amari Cooper without Deshaun, right? So like,
yeah, but he has some depth. Like he has Josh Downs.
yeah,
He's a rookie wide receiver. He can maybe step into that role, and he also has Keaton Mitchell, who can get. He's explosive.
yeah. But you really want to
Can
play.
get more snaps. I mean, he's not going to play him. Yeah, but maybe in the playoffs he might need to think about it.
Yeah, maybe.
But but yeah, I think those are all the questions we have for you.
That's the wait, real quick. That's the sad part, man. Like looking at my team, where was my weak point?
Yeah, there was no weak point. I know.
Maybe
It's unfortunate, yeah, because
defense. Like my kicker was my
if
weak
you look
point.
at your
Tyler Bass.
if we look at your team, like JT, Brees Hall, and Montgomery are like top. They're all ones for sure. JT's probably a top 5 running back rest of the season. Brees Hall is like top 10. Montgomery's like in that range as well. And then your wide receivers, Jamar Chase with Burrow would have been like a top 5. Ayuk would have been wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, and then Olave same thing as well. Like your team was looking really good. And you have Joe Burrow, but and Kincaid. I have Kincaid in another league, and he's like popping off for me. Like he saved me in that league.
Yeah, he's insane.
But
yeah, man, it's how it works, man. Football is a cruel sport, man.
I know. It's like, but yeah, and, let me. I'm gonna wrap up this press conference though. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Wait, one sec.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and comment. TikTok is in the description. Please suggest any new ideas.
And comment what
thank you.
dance Ankit should do in the comments.
Oh yeah. Comment what dances Ankit should do. But thank you guys.